Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the Buff Vision screen.
Oh, it's bright. I'm gonna test your audio too. Okay.
Okay.
Ooh, that's a good question. I think it was when I was first coming in as a freshman, so when I was 14.
My first cell phone, I got it before freshman year began.
Oh, 8th grade? What year is that? Like 2014?
I feel like it has impacted my school culture in the sense that phones become a really important part of you as a teenager, and it has helped me a lot when it comes to making group projects and with communicating others, asking for help and reaching out. But I think it also has its negative effects, is you don't feel maybe the need to communicate with the people around you as much.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you mind asking Republican or Democrat?
I feel like I'm pretty moderate, independent, in between.
I am not able to since I have a visa, but as soon as I can, I will.
Yeah, I'm gonna vote in the next election.
I feel like one of my current passions right now would be creative writing.
I have a lot of passions, but I think the biggest ones right now are learning new things. I just love learning about anything and everything.
My passion is creating, and that's pretty broad, and it's designed to be that way because I haven't really honed in on any specific like niche or thing that I want to be doing yet.
I think it's done a lot. I think it's been a problem for a long time that a lot of people have known about, but there wasn't really any way for people to like band together to stop it. It being, you know, sexual assault.
Hashtag me too. I feel like the movement, just from my general knowledge, I feel like it allowed a lot of women in particular to be able to really come out and find other people who have experienced like the same.
I don't think it's right, but I also don't think it's that huge a deal. Like, I think a lot of kids can still get in, you know, based off your merit, your grades and stuff like that. Like, I don't think there's tons and tons of kids out there losing spots in college because of like the ultra rich who are paying their way in.
I think the whole college admission scandal is awful, and it's also really, really unfair to those that are doing their best and are trying really hard to make it there.
I think as a group of individuals, our society really underappreciates immigrants and people that have come to the United States to start a new life or continue their experience.
My dad. He came to the country at about 15 years old. And he had a kid with my mom in high school. And so he has like worked hard his whole life to give me the things I have. And I don't really struggle for anything. Everything that I need, I get from him. And it's been completely from his hard work, his dedication. Like, everything that he's done has pretty much been for his kids and for his family.
Yes, I want to say thank you to my parents for all the support that they have given me for these past years.
I guess like a final thank you to just Lakewood High School as well for making my high school experience just memorable, for giving me so many opportunities and experiences.
I love Lakewood. That's it.
That's it?
Yeah.
Alright, we got it.
1, 2, 3. All right. Please remain standing and remove your hats for the national anthem. He did. Do the mics off again. Okay. Wait, so.
Good morning, Lakewood High School students, faculty, family, and friends. Welcome to the graduation ceremony of the class of 2019. My name is Hannah Zweig.
And I'm Henry McKinney. Thank you for joining us today to celebrate the achievements, both academic and individual, of the class of 2019.
Today marks a turning point in our lives, where we can reflect on the past 4 years while also looking forward to the future. Looking back over our years in school, we want to acknowledge the long journey it has taken to get to this moment, our graduation.
Approximately 4,380 days ago, we waved goodbye to our parents as we jumped into kindergarten.
1,366 days ago, we began our first day of high school.
Around 404 days ago, we suffered through the SAT.
275 days ago, we watched the sunrise at Red Rocks on our first day of senior year.
37 days ago, we attended our senior prom at Wings Over the Rockies, taking pictures in airplanes and dancing with our friends at our last high school dance.
8 days ago, we celebrated our last day of high school with a senior prank and class-wide shaving cream fight.
In approximately 120 minutes, we will have graduated from Lakewood High School.
Class of 2019. Today is a culmination of the hours, days, months, and years that we have spent in school. Today is our day. Congratulations.
Good morning. My name is Emma Holdren, and I join you all today in celebration of the class of 2019. We have achieved so much these past 4 years, but let's not forget those who have helped us along the way. On behalf of the class of 2019, I want to thank the hardworking and passionate staff and faculty who have assisted us on our journey. I am very proud to introduce the honored guests. As you are announced, please rise and remain standing and hold your applause until all guests have been presented. Lakewood High School's principal, Mr. Daniel Bach. Assistant principal, Mrs. Anna Allen, who graduates along with us as she retires this year. Assistant principal, Mrs. Jennifer Gonzalez. Assistant principal, Mr. Michael Hughes. Assistant principal, Mr. Joshua Kraft. Assistant principal, Mrs. Mackenzie Nickham. Instructional coach, Mrs. Victoria Hart. English teacher and department chair, Mrs. Jennifer Webb. History teacher, Mr. Darren Stennis. Counselor, Mrs. Jill Mark. Counselor, Ms. Kimberly Morrow. Board member, Ms. Amanda Stevens. Superintendent, Dr. Jason Glass. Achievement Director, Mr. Eric Everding. And our honored speaker, Mr. Skylar McKinley. To those standing on this stage, I want to again offer our utmost gratitude for your dedication to our education. We are so grateful to have had leaders such as yourselves throughout high school. Thank you.
Next, I'd like to welcome our first musical guest, the New Age String Ensemble. This group is comprised of Lakewood students Max Cooper, Sam Cooper, Elisa Hoig, Hadassah Reese, and Madeline Reynolds. They will be performing Don't You Forget About Me by Simple Minds, a tribute to the experiences and memories made at Lakewood High School.
Hello, my name is James Spencer, and it is now my honor to introduce 3/4 of the comedic group known as Tiger TV. For the last 4 years, we've seen them on our daily announcements, whether it's the guys talking about sports or some funny but unusual quote of the day. We've been able to enjoy many well-informed and great days as Lakewood Tigers because of their enthusiasm and passion for entertaining and informing. Please welcome Colin Khaleesi, Ryan Shea, McAllister Stowell, and their speech broadcast for May 18th.
Good morning, Lakewood. I'm Ryan Shea.
I am McAllister Stowell.
And I'm Colin Khaleesi. This is today's Tiger TV broadcast. Now, you might be thinking, besides their subtly pleasing formation based on ascending height, what makes this young triad qualified to be speaking here in front of me today? Well, the answer is abundantly clear.
It's these black silk ponchos and our silly hats, of course.
You really can't wear these babies for any other occasion.
Well, guys, should we get into it?
I'm ready.
McAllister, before we start, I can't help but notice, what honor cord is this?
Oh, this? This is just some twine I braided together. When I found out there wasn't an honor cord for having the most self-painted Dungeons & Dragons miniatures, I decided to make my own.
I don't know if you're allowed to just do that.
Maybe you should be.
All right.
The beginning of this speech takes us back to late August of 2015.
2015, the year of Hotline Bling, Deflategate, and Star Wars: The Force Awakens. In August, Kobe Bryant announces his retirement.
And we all began attending high school as freshmen.
McAllister came in with a roller backpack.
I have a herniated lumbar.
As freshmen in a new environment, trying to understand what kind of high schoolers we wanted to be, we all tried a variety of different things. Colin and I did debate, for example.
That's right.
And how was that?
I thought I was going to be very astute and lawyerly like the characters in that Denzel Washington movie. I wasn't.
Meanwhile, McAllister, you tried out for soccer, isn't that right?
Yeah, I tried out.
And?
It was fine. It was fine, except at the end of the day, the coach made us run sprints up and down the field for what felt like an eternity, and let's just say I didn't go to the second day of tryouts.
I don't know if you guys remember, but I actually was a varsity athlete.
You might have mentioned it. Debate, benchwarming, hockey, these were all just a few things we tried at one time. So, how'd we get from those versions of ourselves to the hopefully improved ones you see today?
We found each other, Ryan. You guys are my people.
Something like that.
Through involvement in the LHS Theater Company, we faithfully crossed paths.
And we know what you're thinking.
These dudes wore makeup and silly clothes and danced and sang and kissed each other for 4 years.
And to that we say,
you're not wrong.
But it's more than that.
Right.
Right. Throughout these 4 years, we've had opportunities to explore nearly every facet of production, and we've grown a lot along the way. We've grown as actors, technicians, and as leaders, and we've parlayed our skills into other mediums like broadcasting and film.
We've been through a lot together, highs and lows. A few summers back, we pushed McAllister to his limits when we naively looked to shoot the entirety of a 30-page film script I wrote in just one day with him as a lead actor.
It got to the point where I wouldn't even come out of my trailer.
The point is, our synergy has been key to it all. We wouldn't have been able to accomplish any of the things that we have without each other. I think that we can collectively say that we're doing what we love with the people that we love most. The thing is, this isn't just unique to just us.
What makes Lakewood such a special place is that no matter where you turn, you can find groups of diverse people working together to do amazing things. The same camaraderie exists between teammates on any one of Lakewood's sports teams, between bandmates of the Bengal Regiment, and yes, even between debate partners. It's the creativity, the perspectives, and most of all, the love for one another that helps all of these tigers succeed. And it's the interconnectivity of these many groups that will one day push the world forward. So, class of 2019 and everyone else, this is our challenge to you all.
Pay attention, everyone. This is the good stuff.
Explore.
Ooh, like a tiger stalking through the dense foliage of a jungle.
Sure. Explore every avenue that becomes available to you.
Except for leaving the European Union.
I guess I should say explore every positive avenue that becomes available to you to find what you're passionate about. It could be one thing, it could be many, and once you find it, what truly inspires you, what motivates you to keep going in this chaotic and often unforgiving world, what you can say with 100% honesty makes you fulfilled and happy as a person, do it. Find a way to make that thing or those things your life.
And find other people who share that same passion. Find these people who share your love and give them energy, and let them give you energy. Traveling a road is a lot more fun when you're traveling with others. Just ask Bilbo Baggins.
It's also important to look back and reflect, to thank the people who have gotten you to where you are now, and look forward to the people who can get you to where you want to be. Your grandparents, parents, sisters, brothers, teachers, mentors, and friends. Showing gratitude to these people is integral. I love you, Mom. I love you, Dad.
I love you, Mom.
I love you, Bilbo.
You do these things, you find what you love, and you share in doing it with the people you love most. Well, I don't know for sure, but I can imagine that when it's nearing the end, and you're looking back on your life with reflective eyes, your mortarboard still prominently displayed somewhere in your closet, I think you'll be able to smile and say, I enjoyed every minute of it.
So, is that it then?
I think so. Do you think we get to leave early? There's only one road in and out of this place, and I am low on gas.
I don't know, I still feel like we need some final oomph, like a inspiring quote. All the speeches in the audition had those.
Ooh, I've got one.
Are you sure?
My first car was an '84 Ford Taurus. It caught fire when I was trying to change the fuel pump, so that wasn't good at all. Dried leaves on the ground when I was trying to change the fuel pump. Don't do that. Do it on concrete. Thank you.
Who said that?
T-Pain.
So, McAllister, when I said I wanted something in summation, I think you did the opposite.
Let me try one more time.
It's really okay.
No,
It's
I
okay.
got it this
Or you
time.
can just-
For the last time, my name is McAllister Stoll, and these are my best friends. Remember that today, just like each and every day, it's a great day to be a Lakewood Tiger.
Rawr.
All right. I'm a little short, so let's pull these down. Good morning, class of 2019, family, and friends. My name is Johnny Castillo, and I'm the senior class president here at Lakewood High School. I would now like to introduce to you a former student of Lakewood, Skylar McKinley. Since his graduation in 2010, Skylar has worked in the public sector on a local and national scale. Currently, he is a director and spokesman for public relations and government affairs at AAA Colorado, where he represents more than 685,000 members of the largest nonprofit organization in the state. After a successful tenure as a founding deputy director in Colorado Governor John Hickenlooper's office, Skylar went on to serve as press secretary to the governor. His work within the governor's office won praise from the Brookings Institution, the New York Times, 60 Minutes, and many others. As a communications and policy advisor to a member of the House leadership in the Colorado General Assembly, McKinley received a formal commendation on the House floor for pioneering work in new media. From holding degrees in journalism and legal theory from American University, having a fruitful career in politics, and currently being the director of public relations at AAA, McKinley contributes a lot of his current success to the lessons and community he had here at Lakewood High School. Now please join me in welcoming Lakewood graduate of 2010, your honored speaker for today, Skylar McKinley, presenting his speech titled, Succeed by Embracing Failure.
Thank you, Johnny. You're an excellent liar, and trust me, that suits you well moving forward. Boy, there's a lot of you, which I take it means it's too late for me to back out, so we're going to dive headfirst into this. First off, though, to those who doubted me and said I would never make it big, I would point you to the teleprompter, which I didn't know we were going to have. So I'll follow up on that by saying my outfit is proudly sponsored by Head & Shoulders. Listen, I would say I'm honored to be here today, and I am, but mostly I'm just surprised. Less surprised than some of you in the audience who knew me when I was at Lakewood, but still surprised. To those of you who knew me then and who got sick of hearing my voice, the joke's on you. They've given me a microphone this year, so you've got to grin and bear it. Here's the good news. Nobody loves a long speech, so as much as I'm relishing this, the one day of my life where I'm allowed to dress up like a wizard, I want to keep this quick. Graduation speakers, in my experience, typically spend most of their speech talking about their successes. I'd like to do something different. I'd like to talk about failure, which is very uplifting, I know. The thing is, though, failure is the reason I'm standing right here, right now. When I look back at my life, my ability to fail, and to fail consistently, is the single thing I'm most grateful for. I'll give you some examples. I got started out in politics young, very young, when I was at Lakewood, and I wish I could tell you the reason I was drawn to political work was because I wanted to make the world a better place, but that would be a lie. There was some of that, but probably not. If I can be brutally honest, it's that I ran away to politics, and what I was running away from was failure. When I arrived to Lakewood as a pre-IB student, I was convinced that I was the smartest guy in the room. That conviction lasted all about a week and a half. I had begun to struggle in ways I had never struggled before. Biology, algebra, French, even racket sports. I didn't like struggling, and I definitely didn't like racket sports. So I ran away. I began working professionally in politics. I spent less and less time in class and more time at work. My grades took a big hit, and even in the classes I enjoyed. Somehow I managed to graduate, and I got into American University in Washington, D.C. I suspect I got in because they are the most politically active college in America, and I had a nice resume, which, of course, went to my head. I got to college with my shiny resume, and just like in high school, I figured I was the big man on campus. And almost instantly, I was knocked down a peg or two. Sure, I had done some light political work in Colorado, but my classmates, meanwhile, were working at the White House and the Supreme Court and CNN and the World Bank, and you get it. You can guess what I did, of course. I ran away from my failures. In an ironic twist, this time I ran toward my studies. All of those classes I was afraid of in high school, I took them in college and more. I learned to love learning. That's probably the most important thing to ever happen to me. I moved to D.C. to add to my resume, and I didn't end up working at all. Near the end of my time in college, I was given a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to help write a book with a famous national news anchor. But because I had become so academic, I doubted my professional abilities. I didn't think I was up to the task. I thought I would fail. I was afraid of failing. So I turned down the offer. To this day, I kick myself about that self-doubt, which is a form of failure all on its own. You know where this is going, of course. I didn't get that prestigious writing job, so I ran back to Colorado, where I was picked to serve as the state's Deputy Director of Marijuana Coordination. That was my real title. It is by far the best title I will ever have. Peak early, and you can get invited to give speeches. But you can imagine the number of times I failed in that job. I was the first person in the world to have it. I was 22. We were regulating something that had never been regulated before. Out of that, though, I learned the importance of kind of working through these failures to find success. So much so that at 23, I was named press secretary to the governor of Colorado. Up until I failed at that, too. I left the governor's office. I attempted to grow a beard, and I couldn't. I briefly moved back into my mother's basement, so there's no shame in that, by the way. And then I landed on my feet as the PR director for one of America's most beloved companies. It is not where I thought I would be. In fact, if you had told past me that future me would be where I am now, past me would have told you that I was a failure. Past me, of course, is an idiot. I'm the happiest and the most fulfilled I've ever been. In fact, I feel in many ways that at the tow truck company, and I hope many of you are members, if you're not, reach out to me after, we can work something out, but I feel like I'm doing more now for the common good than I ever did as a political operative. And failure doesn't scare me that much anymore. So I'm telling you all this because it's what I wish someone had told me when I was sitting where you are. So I'll be clear, you're going to fail. You're going to fail over and over and over again. Failure next to people going on and on and on during graduation speeches is about the only thing you can count on in your life. More than almost anything else, though, your failures will shape your life. They will make you who you are. They will change who you want to be and what you want to do. This is almost always a good thing. It took me a long time to learn this lesson, too long. In that way, what happened to me is the worst case scenario. I ran away from failures at every turn because I was afraid of them. Again, if the worst case scenario leads you to being selected to give graduation speeches, trust me, you have nothing to be afraid of. Still, sometimes I do look back at my life with a lot of what ifs. What if I had taken a different path? What if I had stuck it out in 9th grade and became a great chemist or a poet laureate or an astronaut? You must do your best to live your life without these what ifs. Take heart in the fact that even when you run away from something, whether you know it or not, you're running towards something else. It's aspirational. You will make the most of it. But you also can't let your setbacks scare you off so easily either. Your generation will be asked to answer some of the greatest questions ever asked in human history. You will be asked to build and govern a society buffeted by the ceaseless winds of technological advancement. You must tackle problems so big, they aren't in our vocabulary yet. We don't have ways of thinking about them, which sounds scary, right? The good news is that you're also different than everybody who's come before you. You have grown up in an interconnected world. You probably don't know what a dial tone sounds like to connect to the internet. You've always had infinite access to information. More than any other generation that has ever lived on the planet, you have been exposed to all of the horrors of history and all of the promise of the modern world. At once, this has given you a limitless sense of the possible and the tenacity of those far beyond your years. Together, those traits will enable you to move beyond your failures more elegantly than the rest of us ever have. Point blank, you will succeed where people my age and older have failed. All of the problems that we have created, you will solve, from pollution to inequality to the erosion of time-honored institutions and beyond. Before you do, though, you're going to fail at solving those problems. You will fail, in fact, more times than you can count. You're going to fail at almost everything you try, at least at first. And then you'll push through that failure, or change the way you think about it, at least. Because only through perseverance, only through that grit, only by staring your failures in the eye and trying again will you build a better world. And no matter what each one of you do, no matter what path you take, that's going to be your legacy. It has to be. And it all starts with this idea of embracing failure. Until then, though, far be it from me to be a Debbie Downer, let's celebrate all of your many successes. You've made it this far, which, trust me, no small feat. Congratulations, class of 2019, and good luck. We're all counting on you.
At this time, I would like to introduce a musical tribute to the senior class performed by a four-year member of the Bengal Regiment and Winter Percussion, as well as a chosen member of All-State Band and Orchestra. Please welcome Calvin Jordan with a marimba performance of Over the Rainbow by Harold Arlen, arranged for marimba by Robert Otomo.
Good morning, class of 2019, and good morning, friends and family. At this time, I would like to introduce Mr. Daniel Bach and Miss Amanda Stevens to present the traditional dictionaries to the National Merit honorees. Would all of the honorees please come forward at this time? It is my pleasure to announce the commended students for the 2019 National Merit Program. Please step forward when your name is called to receive your dictionary. Portia Jolie Allen. Jacob Daniel Brunner. Ava Marie Cecil. Vincent Michael Cremona IV. Alexander David Granquest. Dexter Ines Hill Schmick. Benjamin Anderson Hofstra. Zoe Francesca Rhine. Brian Robert Simpson. Jack Thomas Tressler. Hannah Catherine Zweig. And now for the finalists of the 2019 Merit Scholarships. Christian Roundy Glass. Kevin Michael May. For the class of 2019 valedictorian honor, will each of you please come to the center of the stage to receive your medal from Mr. Bach? Portia Jolie Allen. Natasha Emily Barton. Christian Roundy Glatz. Dexter Inez Hill Schmick. Anna Elizabeth Hirschman. Jamie Sen Zhang. Johanna Cordelia Landmark. Kristen Mary Rue. Congratulations. And now it is my pleasure to introduce you to our principal, Mr. Bach.
Good morning, Lakewood families. Ooh, sorry about that. Good morning, Lakewood families, friends, honored guests, and graduates. Graduation is a significant and wonderful day for everyone who has made it on this journey together with each graduate over the past 13 years. As we do each year, I would like to take an opportunity to honor some of the important people who are with us today. To our graduates who are enlisting and plan to serve our country in the armed forces, would you please stand? Keep standing, keep standing. We are so very, very proud of your selfless commitment to our country and to our community. You represent the very best of Lakewood High School, and we want to thank you for your future service. But please remain standing for just a second. If we have anyone present in the crowd who is currently serving or has served in the military, would you also please stand? And we want to take this time to honor you as well with our future members of the military. So please stand. Thank you. Thank you for your service and for being role models and leaders in our community. We honor you, and again, thank you for your service. You may be seated. In addition, would any alumni or former Lakewood High School faculty please stand? Each year we like to honor our alumni, as you are also a part of our legacy and will remain a member of our school family forever. So if you are here, please stand for just a moment. Once a tiger, always a tiger. Thank you for being here today. I would also like to recognize Lakewood City Council member Charlie Abel. Thank you for joining us today. And then we have a really unique and cool situation today that I think should be honored. One of our students today is graduating from high school, but also is graduating from Red Rocks Community College with his associate's degree. That's kind of cool, huh? I just learned about it on Wednesday. So will you please help me recognize Gabriel Hervert Enriquez for his unique and impressive accomplishment? Would you please stand, Gabe? Well done, buddy, and good luck. I would now like to take the opportunity to acknowledge the educators who are here today to celebrate the accomplishments of the class of 2019. First, I want to thank the teachers, principals, counselors, and support staff at each of our articulation area schools. Today, I know that we have been joined by Ms. Meredith Leidy from Belmar Elementary, Mr. Nick Kemmer from Creighton Middle School, and Ms. Stacy Bedell from Iber Elementary. So thank you for joining us today. And they are also joined by your former principal, Ms. Lisa Ritchie. So thank you for joining us today. Next year, you guys get to do the speech. Just teasing, just teasing. In addition, I do want to honor both Mr. Lauren Hua of South Lakewood Elementary and Mr. Bill Stidham of Glennon Heights, who could not join us today because they each have a child graduating from college, but both are retiring this year. And so I just wanted to thank them for their service on behalf of the Lakewood High School community. And we again want to say thank you for your long careers in education and for your service to our students of Lakewood High School. In addition to our area administrators, if there are any teachers or support staff today here from our elementary schools or middle school, would you please stand? And I know there are a few. Our students are here today because of your amazing dedication to our young adults. And they were much younger when you had them, I imagine. I know they were, actually. Thank you to our Lakewood High School support staff, including our custodians, our para-educators, our secretaries, our food service, our amazing security team, our health team, and all other school staff for their efforts at Lakewood High School. Please join me in giving every one of them a round of applause. I would be remiss if I did not point out the amazing work of my administrative team, which includes Ms. Anna Allen, Jennifer Gonzalez, Mike Hughes, Josh Kraft, Mackenzie Nickham, Bob Justo, Victoria Hart, and to my bosses Eric Everding and Dr. Glass, as well as Ms. Gayleen Mansfield and my entire office staff. Thank you for your dedication to our students, teachers, and to me, because without your work, I could not do this. So thank you so very much. Just a couple more thank yous. Thanks for sticking with me. I would also like to extend my gratitude to Ms. Anna Allen and our student leaders for putting this organization, this impressive ceremony together today. It's an incredible endeavor, and thank you for the many, many hours of extra effort to make today happen. And especially to Ms. Allen, because she is retiring this year after a long and highly successful career in Jefferson County, first as a Lakewood student a few years back, and then as a teacher in Jefferson County, as well as a school administrator. Thank you for all you have done for Lakewood High School in Jefferson County, and please stand. I would also like to extend some extra gratitude to one of our retiring classroom teachers this year. Ms. Wallace, would you please stand? On behalf of the students, staff, and families of Lakewood High School, especially our ESL families, please help me honor Kay Wallace, who is an English as a second language teacher, for her incredible career in education. Thank you, Kay. All right, my last thank you. Here we go. Finally, please join me in taking the opportunity to honor Lakewood High School's dedicated, hardworking teachers and counselors. If you would all please stand. Our students are so very, very fortunate to have you in their lives and to have experienced your passion, your creativity, and your commitment throughout their entire high school experience. Thank you for the extra duties that come with the territory, and for caring for the class of 2019 with high fives, hugs, and kind words each day. Your work has certainly, and without question, positively impacted the future generations of learners. Again, thank you for all you do. All right, graduates. So you may think you are done, seniors, but you have truly just begun a marvelous journey. 13 years comes to a close this morning, but I suggest that your quest, your learning quest, is just beginning. I can only imagine that high school has been both an amazing and incredibly trying experience for each of you at times. Without question, the class of 2019 has had many, many successes, whether in academics, music, art, theater, athletics, DECA, mock trial, chess club, ultimate frisbee, Harry Potter club, and a whole host of other activities not mentioned this morning. You have enjoyed many successes together. Well done. Your class has also experienced some struggle and some profound loss from time to time. Your class leaves Lakewood High School without two beloved classmates and perhaps others from along your school years. Please consider that the greatest way to honor another is to be your best self. The world can be challenging, daunting, and sometimes an unforgiving place, and you will have to learn to navigate some murky waters. There is a high likelihood that you will encounter obstacles that older generations could never have imagined, and through no choice of your own, you will have to face these hurdles. Your life will have ups and downs, as Mr. Schuyler mentioned, and you will face adversity from time to time. And like Schuyler said, I assure you at some point, you will fail at something you do. But despite these so-called obstacles, I need you to know this. Each of you has the profound opportunity to impact our world each day in a positive way by making it a cleaner, safer, more patient, more curious, and more joyful place to live. Your generation, and specifically your peers sitting with you today, will cure illnesses and fix societal issues. You will be part of designing and implementing clean energy sources. You will lead technological advances and advance technological stewardship. You will be leaders who serve others in a wide variety of fields, and each and every one of you will teach others someday, whether it's at work, whether it's in a school, or in your own home. You have the profound responsibility to take advantage of each and every day by making your life a magical experience for you, but also for others. And most importantly, as the Dalai Lama suggests, be kind whenever possible. It is always possible. So graduates, for all the successes you've had so far, we need you to do even greater feats after leaving Lakewood. And here's a simple fact that I believe, to my core, I believe you can and will do great things throughout your life. As the class of 2019, I hope that you leave our school with optimism, hope, courage, and kindness. Please know that on your journey, through all your ventures and adventures, you will always be with us, and we will always be with you as a Lakewood family. It is indeed a great day to be a Lakewood Tiger, class of 2019. Congratulations. Before I present the class of 2019 to Mrs. Stevens and Dr. Glass, I would like to take a moment to honor two students who are not with us today, but will be fondly remembered by their classmates, their teachers, staff members, and our entire school community. Would you please join me in honoring Ezekiel Elijah McKee and Tasman Nicole Duncan at this time with a brief moment of silence. Thank you. And now, Mrs. Stevens and Dr. Glass, it is my great pleasure to certify that these students have met the requirements for graduation as set forth by the Jefferson County Board of Education. Please accept the graduating class of 2019 as I present them to you. Congratulations, seniors.
It's with a deep sense of pride and celebration on behalf of the Jeffco Public Schools Board of Education that I accept the Lakewood High School graduating class of 2019. Congratulations, graduates.
Emma Elaine Holdren.
Hannah Catherine Zweig.
Peter Pasquale Lasasso.
McAllister Reed Stowell.
Henry James McKinney.
Colin Joseph Kalezi.
Jonathan Abraham Castillo.
Ryan Michael Shea.
James Michael Spencer.
Angelo Giovanni Aducci.
Reese Jeffrey Ackerman.
Ava Lucia Aguilar.
Kyle James Aga.
Katie Aguirre.
JD Jean Aguirre.
Antoinette Ophelia Alba.
Aaron Jacob Akers.
Portia Jolie Allen.
Alexis Alcala Para.
Alicia Elizabeth Alvarez.
Sabrina Marie Alvarado.
Oscar Angiano.
Aiden Thomas Andre Oreo.
Courtney Jean Archer.
Julia Lynn Archer.
Andrea Marie Maria Rose Ariano.
Jacob Isaiah Archuleta.
Nathaniel Stephen Armijo.
Jordan Douglas Arguello Bradwell.
Keith Arnold.
Vanessa Alexis Armijo.
Robert Gerald Alt.
Jennifer Marie Arona.
Leila Adelina Baramovich.
Ariana Bahar Mast.
Natasha Emily Barton.
Rachel Jawin Barkholtz.
Eli Theodore Baumgarten.
Simon Spoughton Baumgartz.
Joseph Boland Byerly.
Lenny Kaibitoni Begay.
Carly Ann Bennett.
Abigail Rain Beldock.
Jacqueline Barum Martinez.
Simon Elliott Bergstrom.
Annalise Catherine Biesterfeld.
Kai Bickner.
Jesse Bitsy.
Brendan Mitchell Bishop.
Natalie Christine Bodefeld.
Angeline Jaden Bland.
Danielle Akia Boja.
Jaslyn Maddie Boggs.
Haley Estelle Bongiovanni.
Amber May Bowl.
Crystal Lynn Borer.
Emily Page Booth.
Hannah Rachel Booley.
Elias Jeremiah Borjas.
Michelle Lynn Bradley.
Gabriella Pietro Bowles.
Leo Benjamin Brooks Sinkoff.
Nicholas Bo Breaker.
Dustin James Brown.
Maya Liddell Broomfield.
Jacob Daniel Brunner.
Emma Louise Bruce Brown.
Anna Taylor Thon Burnett.
Brittany Marie Nok Yip Bui.
Jaden Hubert Thomas Bird.
Lydia Simwa One Calkins.
Angel Gabrielle Camarena Beltran.
Elvin Campos Ramos.
Grace Catherine Carroll.
Tage Gilbert Costello.
Ava Marie Cecil.
Ryan Shea Cedarberg.
Samuel Emil Chasen.
Aubrey Diane Chastain.
Justina Eileen Chavez.
Giovanni Ezekiel Chavez Hernandez.
Sean Ross Cholet.
Hannah Gia Chu.
Trista Lynn Clay.
Elise Hope Clayton.
Jacob Matthew Cohen.
Kayla Rose Colangelo.
Adriana Nicole Collier.
Patrick Michael Collins.
Braylon Mary Condon.
Juan Carlos Contreras.
Maxwell Gary Cooper.
Samuel James Cooper.
Calvin Rocco Cordova.
Guadalupe Cordova.
Rebecca Sharon Coriel.
Vincent Michael Cremona IV.
Shayla Kustik.
Haley Loren Darrow.
Amy Nicole Davis.
Anastasia K. Davis.
Takaya Desiree Dawkins.
Haley Brianna D. Herrera.
Thomas Charles DeGurlia.
Michaela Alexis D. Herrera.
William Ziegler Dietz.
Natalie Pauline Duffy.
Janie Gwyneth Obispo Duffy.
Tien Quang Duong.
Enrique Francisco Duran.
Jasmine Naya Duran.
Jaylene Hope Duran.
Ethan Charles Dvorak.
Amy Katarina Ifa.
Lydia Huan Ellefson.
Ashley Marie Emmett.
Julia Sarah Erickson.
Gabriel Robert Escobar Jr.
Kenna Farnworth.
Brandon Allen Ferguson.
Riley Andrew Finch.
Amelia Kirsten Flood.
Paul Lewis Flora.
Matthew Thomas Foley.
Joseph Gabriel Foley Cruz.
Jaden David Foote.
Joshua Paul Forbes.
Lauren Ann Frazier.
Benjamin Anthony Fuller.
Michaela Rose Fuller.
Benjamin Scott Fur Johnson.
Tara Rain Gallegos.
Zeke Angel Gallegos.
Adora Neva Galvin.
Shakira Galvan.
Alyssa Rose Garcia.
Isaac Charles Garcia.
Janessa Marie Garcia.
Kiera Raquel Garcia.
Ruth Abigail Garcia Contreras.
Vanessa Colleen Garza.
Anna Grace Gahagan.
Jacob Davis Germain.
Nilab Ghaznawi.
Bella Catherine Gibbons.
Annalisa Marie Gibson.
Joshua Alexander Gibson.
Natalie Elise Gibson.
Hannah Rose Ginger.
Camille Grace Janae.
Clarice Elizabeth Janae.
Christian Roundy Glatz.
Hannah Rose Golding.
Elena Faith Gonzalez.
Jacqueline Gonzalez.
Carla Gonzalez Villalobos.
Joyce Tolly Gorshow.
Grant Davis Gorman.
Emma Louise Gould.
Christian Lee Graham.
Alexander David Granquist.
Cole Allen Grundman.
Sadini Alondra Guerrero.
James Franklin Haas.
Anthony John Hafner.
Rosa Hala Hakimi.
Mason Ray Hale.
Tyler Croydon Hartley.
Elise Yolanda Hotch Rivera. I didn't say that right.
Hannah Elizabeth Hayden.
Lily Ann Hayhurst.
Audra Ray Haggy.
Whitney Marie Helms.
Anna Jocelyn Hernandez Orozco.
Michael Jerome Herrera Jr.
Olivia Camille Herrera.
Allison Herrera Rodriguez.
Gabrielle Herbert Enriquez.
Chloe Christine Hill.
Dexter Inez Hill Schmick.
Dane William Hinshaw.
Sarah Fiona Hirsch.
Anna Elizabeth Hirschman.
Elisa Rihanna Hoig.
Robert Garner Hole.
Deirdre Glynn Hobson.
Fallon Elise Hobson.
Benjamin Anderson Hofstra.
Pierce Noah Hawley.
Billy Holmes III.
Madeline Harper Lindig Hubich.
Keegan James Hufford.
Daniel Kiefer Hunter.
Isabella Grace Houston.
Nancy Sun Nguyen.
Tyler Huynh.
Sorbarkor Joseph Anene.
Jeremiah Andrew Jaramillo.
Ashley Marie Jensen.
Grant Stanley Jensen.
Matthew Faraz Joel.
Sabra Ray Johnson.
Taylor Michelle Johnson.
Liam Owen Jones.
Albert Hop Parada.
Calvin Patrick Jordan.
Jamie Sain Jung.
Ketsia Cabela.
Kelsey Jean Casel.
Noah J. Kassler.
Mitchell Andrew Kelly.
Jadison June Kennedy.
Caden Marie Kennedy Larkin.
Kristen Irene Kennedy Larkin.
Shelby Aaron Keenitz.
William Jin Hyun Kim.
Daniel Joseph Kingman.
Jonah William Kirkwood.
William James Kitzman.
Cody Lee Kitzmiller.
Tyler Neal Klum.
Taylor Kelly Knight.
Kaylee Helen Nodal.
Peyton Jules Knudsen.
Mackenzie K. Kustik.
Kira Grace Christopherson.
Sean Matthew Krulik.
Bryce Alexander Kalesa.
Ryan Jeffrey Kalesa.
Molly Paige Lefevre.
Law Eldridge Land.
Johanna Cordelia Landmark.
Jenna May Landrum.
Joseph Nolan Lane.
Dominic Vincent Larita.
Grace Fungro Law.
Mia Elise Lawrence.
Simone Constance Tableau Lechner.
Hyun Kyung Lee.
Alistair Charles Lewis.
Anand Lewis.
Coleman Young Lewis.
Ruby Louise Lewis.
Brian Keith Lina.
Daniel William Litke.
Albert Lowe.
Madeline May Loker.
Annika Nicole Lopez.
Jair Omar Lopez Romero.
Anahi Lopez Sierra.
Phelan Scott Lovato.
Nicholas Lucena.
Caitlin Marie Lujan.
Randy Joe Luna.
Elena Marie Lupo.
Caroline Rose Maddock.
Nuria Maquez Carrillo.
Dennis Andrew Maximov.
Amani Audrey Maliz.
John Albert Manalo.
Natalie Marquez Martinez.
Toshio Wayne Munakata Mar.
Julia Renee Marsh.
Katie Ann Marshall.
Kendall Page Martin.
Arturo Martinez Jr.
Jaylyn Nicole Martinez.
Kayla Libby Martinez.
Shaylin Leanne Martinez.
Angelina Janae Mata.
Dylan Odell Matthews.
Jackson Ryan York Matthews.
Morgan K. Moff.
Ethan Eugene Moderer.
Kevin Michael May.
Sydney Julia Woodford Meyer.
Dylan Earl McClure.
Avery Elizabeth McCoy.
Amanda Victoria McCrae.
Grayson Shane McQuistion.
Amaya Nicole McGill.
Amanda Renee McKernan.
Sean Matthew McLennan.
Christian Joseph Rocco Medina.
Jaylene Marie Medina.
Eric Mina Rodriguez.
Eliu Nathaniel Mendez.
Fatima Milagros Mesa.
Madison Jewel Mickler.
Angelica Sofia Meyer Gaona.
Luis Francisco Meyer Gayona.
Genevieve Montaza Mijares.
Aniela Grace Miller.
Joara Miramontes.
Alexis Taylor Macinda.
Cheyenne Michaela Mitchell.
Kyle Aaron Mitchner.
Mateo Lee Mondragon.
Sierra Louise Moore.
Jimena Graciela Morales Martinez.
Emily Ann Morton.
James Duncan Morrison.
Patience Elizabeth Mullinex.
Star Matthew Muamba.
Layla Merrick.
Samantha Ashley Munt.
Maxwell Joseph Murphy.
Declan St. Murphy.
Rose Marion Nadelhofer.
Brianna Nicole Murray.
Anthony Long Jung Nguyen.
Lydia Angelica Nevares.
Patrick Daniel O'Hagan.
Margaret Daisley North.
Jada Dawn Marie Oliver.
Daniel Jonathan O'Hara.
Samuel James Osborne.
Zining Ong.
Michaela Faith Palmer.
Robin Elizabeth Polzak.
Anissa Juliana Para.
Evan Raymond Parmiter.
Rory Marie Pennington.
Alize Ronnie Renee Patterson Silva.
Cody Dylan Phillips.
Denise Mai Fan.
Jordan Catherine Pollock.
Ethan Alexander Pearson.
Anna Karina Potkova.
Eloise Papiel.
Devin Mackenzie Price.
Alexia Lynn Poidock.
Humberto Rabadon Mendoza.
Henry Jan Prokop.
Mason Kamea Range.
Jose Leonardo Ramirez.
Nadine Marie Rayburn.
Rebecca Jean Ratzlaff.
Anna Marie Elizabeth Reiner.
Zoe Francesca Rhine.
Lauren Ann Rice.
Madeline Claire Reynolds.
Jose Rivera Jr.
Giovanni Miguel Rivera.
Anna Kaylin Roberts.
Cheyenne Zalia Rivera.
Diego Michael Marcos Rodriguez.
Lindsay Napier Rogers.
Elizabeth Rose Rower.
Romeo David Rodriguez.
Braden Luke Royball.
Olivia Ashley Rosales.
Victor Ivan Ruiz.
Kristen Mary Rue.
Lillianne Scheibel.
Jason William Ruska.
Carly Mae Schnabel.
Kara Rose Salas.
Alexa Nicole Schuster.
William Hawkins Schurz.
Charlotte Jane Seckman.
Courtney Sarah Scott.
Sol Iluna Segura.
Maverick Michael Sedlacek.
Jade Marie Severn.
Benjamin Charles Stibe.
Zachary Jean Shadowlights.
Sakina Aisha Leah Shabazz.
Taylor Bess Seach.
Parth Shrestha.
Jada Alyssa Sillimon.
Alyssa Catalina Sierra.
Brian Robert Simpson.
Jerson Gerardo Silva Andrade.
Allison Nicole Smith.
Eric Thomas Slater.
Connor Zachary Smith.
Angelica Marie Smith.
Thomas Anthony Sott.
Tyson Preston Smith.
Caleb Starkey.
Michael Anthony Soriano.
Molly Lee Stevanik.
Alexis Flaminia Steck.
Samuel Robert Sternholm.
Ashley Catherine Stitt.
Carly Rose Stokes.
Jacob Paul Stock.
Bailey Robin Strang.
Samuel James Stone.
Ethan Richard Sullivan.
Bailey Danae Steyer.
Deshaun Chavachai Nicholas Swayze.
Jared Ryan Bin Sun.
Alyssa Danielle Ryan Templeton.
Michael Edward Tate.
Caitlin Alyssa Thyssen.
Katie Lynn Tessier.
Sophia Kathleen Thomas.
Jacob Daniel Taney.
Asia Antoinette Thompson.
Tanner Johnson Thomas.
Macy Ann Thompson.
Holly Elizabeth Thompson.
Kevin Zung Tron.
Valeria Torres Cisneros.
Jack Thomas Tressler.
Ethan John Trapp.
Omar Ulloa Vargas.
Benjamin Mark True.
Danielle Brenda Urbina.
Ismail Sean Unerli.
Drake John Vanderschaff.
Braden Jacob Valenti.
Alyssa Rebecca Villalobos.
Araceli Vera Araujo.
Dustin Matthew Vogelbacher.
Kiara Danae Villarreal.
Michael Douglas Wasick Jr. I should have waited.
Iris Vucic.
Parita Watanasupt.
Bain Michael Ward.
Maya Elizabeth Weinrock.
Talon Christian Weaver.
Christopher Adam Wilczynski.
Katrina Sky West.
Corey Rachel Wilson.
Alexia Grace Williams.
Bowen Andrew Wolf.
Nicholas James Wisniewski.
Nicholas Adam Wodovich.
Evan Mark Woods.
Nikitha Saisri Yindluri.
Rajani Yarbrough.
Brian Zaldana Mojica.
Aiden Edward Young Segutis. Carly Scout Zimmerman.
Nice. And now, I'd like to welcome three gentlemen who for the last 3 years have been in Eclipse, Lakewood's top choir. Please welcome Joe Byerly, Mike Cremona, and Paul Flora, singing Humble and Kind by Tim McGraw.
You know it.
Yeah.
You know there's a light that glows by the front door. Don't forget the keys under the mat. When childhood stars shine, always stay humble and kind. Go to church 'cause your mama says to. Visit grandpa every chance that you can. It won't be wasted time. Always stay humble and kind. Hold the door, say please, say thank you. Don't steal and don't cheat and don't lie. I know you got mountains to climb, but always stay humble and kind. When the dreams you're dreaming come to you, when the work you put in is realized, let yourself feel the pride, but always stay humble and kind. Don't expect a free ride from no one. Don't hold a grudge or a chip, and here's why. Bitterness keeps you from flying. Always stay humble and kind. Hold the door, say please, say thank you. Don't steal and don't cheat and don't lie. And I know you got mountains to climb, but always stay humble and kind. When the dreams you're dreaming come to you, when the work you put in is realized, let yourself feel the pride, but always stay humble and kind. When it's hot, eat a root beer popsicle. Shut off the AC and roll the windows down. Let that summer sun shine. Always stay humble and kind. Don't take for granted the love this life gives you. When you get where you're going, don't forget, turn back around. Got the next one in line. Always stay humble and kind.
And now for the final fourth of our beloved Tiger TV broadcast, someone who has been an important piece of almost every Lakewood production since his freshman year. He's been an amazing part of our theater company and has shown immense talent in his acting and singing career. It is my honor to introduce co-president of the LHS Theater Company, Peter Lasasso, and his speech, In a Flash.
Class of 2019, we made it. As children of the 21st century, our lives have been defined by a technological revolution unlike any other in history. We are a generation with the world at our fingertips, and the knowledge we have to wield can be empowering at best and daunting at worst. We hold computers in our hands and live our lives in full display. The camera, a handy little tool on every phone, has transformed our communication and has made us a generation that doesn't just hear expression, we see it. With just a flash, we are able to save and share our triumphs and tears, moments and memories. That simple flash has changed everything. In a flash, we were in school. Our parents took pictures of us in front of our homes dressed in button-down shirts and little purple dresses to commemorate the moment their babies weren't babies anymore. A tradition that would carry on for many of us for 12 long years. Then, with emotion in their eyes, they left us with gentle preschool and kindergarten teachers who ushered us into the school-age years where we met for the first time on fluffy carpet squares. We watched our parents go, some of us ready to take on the world and some of us not wanting them to leave. Either way, we made it through the first step, a test of independence. We grew amid holiday cutouts and Dibbles tests, from babies to children to tweens who knew more than the adults in their lives and weren't afraid to tell them. In a flash, elementary school was behind us. Now as full-fledged adolescents, we plodded to schools, our backpacks heavy with homework and insecurities. For some of us, our friends were the most important parts of our lives as we exchanged Snapchats and Instagram usernames like we were the centers of the universe. To others, our families got us through the tough times of growing up in a world that knows too much, that sees too much, and sometimes asks too much. We took on the middle school years, making new friends and losing old ones, growing into our new skins, discovering the people we wanted to be. We made it through the second test, self-doubt. And now a new nervousness settled in as we looked to the older teens in high school and thought, well, we'd never be as big as them. But in a flash, high school. The final test to the traditional school model, and we made it. Where did it go? All those doubts and fears and worries that we weren't good enough or smart enough to be in high school got worse for most of us before they got better. We have too much photographic evidence of our awkwardness to deny it. But with good friends to lift us, a school that believes in the motto, we are family, and teachers who guided us, forgiving our adolescent forgetfulness or overcommitment, we found a way to thrive in our own ways. For each of us, the journey has been measured in personal triumphs. At long last, grasping a scientific concept, finally convincing your history teacher to just show a movie. Group success or failure on an English project, teamwork in the field, rehearsals that ran too late into the night and consumed our weekends. We have the photos to prove the basketball girls' amazing runs, the victories in chess club, the titles captured in marching band. We have photographic evidence of the impact we've made on our communities in War Week, the pep assemblies that brought us together for good-natured ribbing of the underclassmen. But through it all, the pictures that we've collected illustrate not only our lives, but a community we've built. Ties that bind us to the Lakewood Tiger family. And we made it through the third test, taking care of one another. Let's be honest, we are family, but we're not all friends. There are many of you I'm looking at right now, and I don't know who you are, and you don't know me. But I know you as a Lakewood Tiger, and that's all I really need to know. It's true you're not always close to everyone in your family, but in the end, you always have their back. I know that to be true. We have the photos to prove it. And in a flash, we take on the next test, life. In just a couple minutes, flashes will be going off. We'll pose with parents and siblings, family, and friends. Our smiles will beam from underneath mortarboard hats. Some of us will unzip our gowns to show off our personalities. Others will gather with buddies for one last group shot of high school, the blacks of our ropes punctuated with the colors of our achievements wrapped around our necks. Some will laugh, some will cry, some will seek out the teachers who taught them as much about life as they did about learning. Whatever you do in your last victorious moments as a Lakewood Tiger, remember your journey documented not only on your phones, but in your hearts and minds. Remember the time your mom and dad kissed you goodbye at school for the first time. Remember the time you shed your middle school skin to reinvent yourself as someone stronger or bigger or bolder. Remember the family dinners and the friend trips, the social events, the games, the music. Remember the times you won and the times you lost. Remember who was there to celebrate and who was there to see you through. Remember the laughter and the tears. Remember the struggle and remember the love. Remember a new start is just around the corner. Remember your time as a Lakewood Tiger. And don't take for granted one picture or congratulations, one sibling punch on the arm, one smile from the person who loves you most. Don't take a single moment of this moment for granted, because in the end, it all goes by in a flash. Thank you.
Class of 2019, today is our day. 4,380 days have passed since we started kindergarten, and now we are high school graduates. Many difficult goodbyes are to come, but we will all cherish the memories we have made together as we are ready to take on what comes next.
For some of us, we will head off to school again this fall. Others will join the military and serve our country. Some will enter the workforce and begin their careers, while others may travel and experience the world.
Although we will embark on different paths towards the future, we will always be a family who celebrates each other's triumphs and supports each other in moments of weakness, a family who now sits together as graduates, surrounded by those who have helped us along the way.
Without a doubt, we have all received a lot of assistance on our journey. From the administration to teachers to friends and family, it is important to recognize those who have made a difference in our lives. Today, each of you received a daisy. At the end of your ceremony, please give your flower to someone who you believe significantly contributed to your success as a Lakewood Tiger over these last 4 years.
Lakewood High School Class of 2019, please stand. Now take your tassels and move them from right to left. Now, as graduates of Lakewood High School, please join us in saying our school motto one last time. Today, just like each and every day, it's a great day to be a Lakewood Tiger. Roar!
Please the concourse to find your counselor and get your diploma. Thank you and congratulations.